Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ready to break.
57, Mike 57.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Shepard, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Under T66, pull it high.
Check three, check three, check three.
Check 13, check 13.
Alert flare, flare, flare.
Tighten up. Ready.
They'll try the left side. It's Shepard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get in there.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On the ready.
57's Mike. Target, 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 target.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming.
2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, set.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky.
Hey, lock it.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check my 21. Crunch time, defense.
Defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 3rd down, Shepard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here I come. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's third down and goal to go.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
Brings up fourth and goal.
So on fourth down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Check 52.
On third down, Jackson flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Now.
2nd and 11. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check Mike.
Leo.
3 bud. 3 bud. 3 bud.
Go out.
Fresno.
Back to throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Check out.
On 3rd down, it's Shepard. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Undercrush. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he spins through. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ty Johnson His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Check 3.
Look at me. Go, go. Hard, hard. Let go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Kill, kill, kill. Switch.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive...
Under pressure, they got him again.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Gets around him. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Check 26, check 26.
Yo, 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 go, go.
Ringo, Ringo.
Ready, ready.
They'll try the left side. Shepard. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10.
That's the score. Chiefs 21, Jaguars 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Jim. Switch. Go. Check 37.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 30 on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go. Pittsburgh, 52. Army. Switch, rotate.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the set.
57's right.
Yep.
Bumps out the helmet. Here we go.
Now.
On 1st down, it's Shepard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman, and he'll get it down here to the 43. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Caught, left side, Bennett. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's see what you got.
Back, back, back. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, 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 hey. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Shepard, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
General West.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Bam, bam.
Watch the eye.
Look, squeeze. Hey.
He's coming to you. Motion.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
That's good for us, Jacksonville.
10 over.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Gone. Fight.
On 1st down, it's Shepard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
Ready, break.
57's right. So don't say nothing.
Big break.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Rock it.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 25, check 25.
They'll drop to throw. Benjamin's got it. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
They'll run on first down. Shepard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
All day, hey, lock it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Shift, shift.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
On first down, Shepard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 21-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go, go, go. Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Go, go. Slam.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
No. He's checking.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time